People are demanding it, so I'm going to give you it. It is time for a spray off. You won this round, Obsession. But I've got an idea. So yes, good morning. It is that time. Time to go out and do a workout. Now, thank you first of all to everyone who comments and gives me some suggestions for videos to do. Certainly going to be working through those, but I do want to do one that a lot of people always ask me to do, and that is a spray off. Essentially, as you would have just seen if you haven't seen it before, spray 2 fragrances in the air, put it into your face, and we just find out which fragrance is the strongest. Now, I did do an ultimate fragrance competition a few months ago. It was a little bit of a fail, that one. It made my floor very sticky, and I had a massive headache after it because I smelled too many fragrances. Very headache inducing. We're going to do it a little bit differently this time. We're going to have a bit more of a different competition. So essentially, if you've seen my videos before, I tend to do a morning workout. Obviously got my running stuff on. I'll go to the gym, do a gym workout, all those things. And I sort of thought we could do a bit of a winner stays on spray off competition. So stand away to the side. Down in these drawers here, I've got fragrances. So I honestly do not know what's in them. I haven't opened them for ages. My Lush body sprays are here by the side. I tend just to be really lazy and put those ones on. So what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to pull out the first drawer. I'm going to pick 2 fragrances, spray the 2 fragrances. The winner of that round will go on to my run, and I'll talk about that fragrance during my workout, just to remind everyone how good these fragrances are, because I do like, actually at the moment, pretty much all the fragrances in my collection. And then essentially I'll come back to finish my run, do another spray off between 2 fragrances. That one will then come with me on my walk to the gym, do a gym workout, and then when we come back we'll do one more, and we'll see if that fragrance can go on and win and stay in for the next round. Then the next 2 or 3 days I'll probably film another one. So it's going to be kind of like a series that happens over the next few months. It's not all going to be done today, and then we'll get our ultimate winner. So it's literally like a winner stays on, like a Royal Rumble of fragrances in a spray off. So don't know what's in this drawer. We'll have a little look. It's certainly heavy, this drawer, and there's quite a lot of fragrances in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to face you, and I'm just going to literally pick 2 out at random. So Obsession earlier, that's not in the competition at the moment, but let's go. Oh, okay, so this one here, Zara Bogos Vibrant Leather, a really strong pineapple fragrance. They do have a summer flanker, which I also have. It may be in this drawer. I didn't actually look, but that's going to be the first one for the competition. And typically it is that one that I've picked out. It is Zara Vibrant Leather, Bogos Vibrant Leather Summer. These names are not very clear, are they? But thankfully that shows I've kept my drawers pretty neat and tidy. This one's a little bit more aquatic, still very strong on the pineapple. We'll give them a spray quickly, and yeah, we'll find out which one wins the first round of the spray. Okay, so the slightly lighter bottle here is the summer flanker, this one. So one thing's sure, we're going to know it's a strong pineapple either way. So 3, 2, 1. And undoubtedly it is this. This is very, very strong. So we are going to be taking out Bogos Vibrant Leather, which is good because it's a very sunny day. It looks lovely out there. And now as we're transitioning into that summertime, over spray, we can wear a bit of pineapple. So I will see you out there. We're going to talk about how good this fragrance is by Zara, and yeah, that's the winner, the first one. When we get back, we'll obviously talk about which next one is going to be in the competition. Well, spring has definitely sprung, and I'll be honest with you, randomly picking out those sprays from my drawer, I don't think I could have picked a lot better really. And I suppose the question I've got for you, I'm going to start with a question for yourself. What do you think of pineapple in fragrances? Now, obviously one of the most well-known, one of the most popular, expensive, high-end fragrances, of course, is Creed Aventus. And pineapple is obviously quite prominent in that alongside birch. And that smoky pineapple is iconic. Obviously the fragrance I'm wearing here, the one that's won the first round of the spray off, Bogos Vibrant Leather, is very, very different to that. This is like a very synthetic, juicy pineapple, but what it gives you is almost that tropical vibe. And it really does remind you of, you know, this warmer weather, you know, going on holiday. But it has got quite a juvenile edge to it and quite a synthetic edge to it. Now, I'm not a massive fan of like certain notes that are fruity that don't really smell like the fruit. And I'll be honest with you, pineapple for me, in fragrances, you know, does it really smell like, you know, the really nice, fresh, juicy pineapple that you'd eat? Not really. It has got a synthetic edge. It's like banana in milkshakes. Don't taste like banana, does it? It's a lot nicer in a milkshake than a real banana. But I'm a bit split on pineapple in fragrances. But one thing I'll give it, and one thing I'll give this fragrance, is it's very uplifting. It's very positive. It's very... It just reminds you of vacation, reminds you of the holidays, being by the beach, maybe with like a nice fruit smoothie, a fruit punch. And I don't think it can make you feel sad. It's a happy scent. I suppose that's what I'm trying to say. But it has, with this one, by Zara, got very, very synthetic youthful appeal. But I think where I criticise it for that, there's something I've got to give Zara. Zara, obviously, are like a clothing designer sort of brand, you know, and you see them in all the high streets, whether in London, you know, most high streets in the UK. And the thing I would say with it is they attract a certain person. They're probably kind of your mid-20s, early 30s, you know, maybe early 40s if you really wanted to push it out. But the younger audience. And this fragrance has been around a little while now. It's been around quite a long time, actually. And normally they would discontinue their scent. The fact this one's still around after a few years says to me it is popular, it's doing well, and pineapple as a note is positive. It's very strong, this one in the opening, and it will fall off quite quickly. But I think when it comes to a spray-off competition, this is a really, really solid shout. Really solid shout to go far in this competition. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes through today, just overall, just based on the fact it's the opening that is so strong. So we may find this is going to be my whole morning scent today. And yeah, if it is, I don't think I'll be too disappointed. Now I'm going to give a bit of a shout out, a bit of a mention to, unfortunately, our runner up in the first round of the spray off, because it's pretty much the same scent. Bogos Vibrant Leather Summer. The big difference between this one and the one that's obviously I'm wearing at the moment is, being a flanker, it is slightly more suited to the summer weather. It's got a bit more of aquatic sort of sea notes in it, and personally, as a big plus, I actually think it's more wearable. Certainly on a day where it's really warm, I do think that one is more suitable, because it has taken a bit of that really strong juicy sweetness, that real strong fruitiness, I probably should say, from that pineapple, which means it is more suited to those hot days, more casual environments as well. And it probably isn't one that has much of a punch about it, hence why I didn't do as well in the spray off. But I'll be honest, the question I would say with this one, Bogos Vibrant Leather Summer, is do you need it? Look, when I bought these, and the reason I've got both is purely based on the fact I got it as a gift set. If you were to buy these fragrances individually at the time, I want to say they were about £22. If you're to buy the gift set, it was £30 for the two. So of course I'm going to spend £8 more to get both of them. But I'll be honest with you, the difference between them is not enough for me to say, yeah, get them both, because they are pretty much all around that pineapple. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do discontinue one of these in the future, certainly probably this flanker, the summer one. But for me, if you want something a little bit more wearable, I think that one's better. And yes, look, that means it comes to a detriment in the spray off. But I'll be honest, I would have rather worn that one for this run this week, because I am warming up. But we'll get this run done, and yeah, we'll go on to our next spray off. I can't wait to get back already. I've only done half a mile. So we are back home, and it is now time to try the second round then of the spray off. Will Bogos Vibrant Leather survive this one? So I've got my drawer next to me here. Give it a shuffle. Ooh. It's a fruity bit of, well, I say fruity, it's a vegetable, isn't it, rhubarb? But it is a very tart, fruity fragrance, this one. It's Eau de Rhubarbe Écarlate by Hermes. Absolutely love this one. One of my all-time fragrances, to be honest with you. I don't wear it enough. And to be honest with you, that's because I kind of want to save the bottle and not waste it. But it will be in this spray-off competition. Do I think it's going to win this one? I'm feeling pretty confident here. I've got a feeling it's going to win this. So, Should have taken my sunglasses off because I can't see where the atomizers are. But 3, 2, 1. It has one. It's done really well. Fantastic. I'm so glad because I haven't worn this for ages, so we can talk about it while I head to the gym. It's really good. It is really, really good. Well, I smell good, even if I say so myself. That rhubarb eclat, it's just absolutely lovely. And I'm going to kind of give you a bit of a story from this one. Now, this is one of those fragrances that people in the sort of, fragrance circle, those who are into scents may know this one as well, because it is an absolute stunner by Ernest. But your average person isn't going to know this one. And what I first of all like with it, it is so unique. So when I first smelled this one, me and my brother were in London. Whenever we go up there, we tend to go in a few shops and just try out all the sprays. Any shops that have got like the odd tester in, we try and go in them and just smell what's new, what's different, essentially, see if we can find anything different. And this one, I think, in there was about £90. So when you go into Liberty, some of them are like £200, £300. They're really expensive. So seeing that first of all it was £90 did obviously pique our interest. But the one thing was, is you go in there and there's probably about 200 fragrances in there. You probably go and spray about 50, 60 before you think security might think, yeah, now you're just sort of taking the mick a little bit. But we honestly, we went through all of them, Killian ones, Parfums de Marly, Frederic Malle, all of those. But this was the one that stood out to both of us as well. We were both sort of like, do we get it? And I kind of, we sort of avoided that temptation because we weren't really expecting to go in there to get anything. And I was just like, I left thinking, deep down I want it. But of course, when you buy spray, when you buy fragrances, you tend to think they are a luxury thing. And I was, spending too much on them at the time, and I thought, I can't keep treating myself. I need to save for other things, essentially. But got back on the train, and I think I went on the Tino at the time, and I believe they were charging £79, but they had like an app exclusive, and I think it was like an extra £10 off or something. So I managed to get it for around £60 or £65 or something like that. So I literally just ordered it on the train that same night, and it came like 2 days later. And honestly, at the time, I was thinking, what a waste of money. Really, I don't need it. I don't regret it at all. This one is so good. It's so unique, and I'll be honest with you, the main thing that I like about it, straight down the middle, completely unisex. And to be honest, how many fragrances really utilise like rhubarb as a note? And it's this really nice tart rhubarb. It's so fruity. I know it's not a fruit essentially, but it's a really nice fruity fragrance. Obviously, it won the spray off against a pineapple fragrance, and you can just tell it is a significant step up. This is one that will make you stand out, but it's one you can use in so many situations. Use it in the summer. There's something in it that's really classy, really, really classy. I think there must be a little bit of musk in this that just smells, first of all, clean for the summer, but also the fact it feels like really natural oils. It means you can dress it up a bit more. It's got a bit more sophistication about it. And my dad, one of those sort of people, he always, he's a little bit canny like this. He'll smell something different and he'll go, what's that sort of thing? And he'll ask it, and he won't make a big point of it. And then three or 4 days later, you get like a parcel in the post, and it's a spray, and it's that one. And he's bought it for himself, and he's bought it for my mum as well. So, it just shows how highly he thinks this one, how much he thinks someone else would like it. And again, I'm very sort of sceptical not to try and recommend things too much, because it is so subjective, and obviously you get what you like, and we all have different opinions. But this is what I really think everyone should try at some point. Again, if you're someone who lives in the UK, I know Liberty in London definitely has this one. It still has it when I've been there. And yeah, I just think it's, to be honest with you, I really like the original Terre d'Hermès. I think this one's just as good, if not better. Certainly a little bit more feminine, a bit more wearable. So yeah, I definitely recommend it if anyone tries it. And again, as you can tell from that opening, it is super strong. Look, does it last all day in real high heat? No. But I think you can get away with that because the smell is just so good, so positive. Brilliant for things like job interviews. And yeah, while it's not a gym scent, I'm very happy to be wearing it today. Post-shower spray, Cuba Prestige Classic. We'll talk about it on the walk back. I'm a fan. One, it's currently not in my spray of competition. Obviously, Rhubarb Eclat is the one that's surviving. We will do the spray off when we get back. The only one I had in my bag today is my gym bag fragrance, Cupid Prestige Classic. Now, I've not spoken about this one for a little while, but this is amazing. This is a scent I bought very early on in his sort of fragrance journey, if you want to call it that, and it's essentially a clone of Thierry Mugler Amen. Now, Amen isn't the most natural smelling fragrance. It's this lovely milky chocolate scent. It's a bit old school. I think it certainly came out in the 1900s. I don't know if it was the 1990s. I think it was the 1990s. And I remember my dad having that one when he was younger. I used to spray it all the time. This one is more synthetic though than that one. It's a lot louder in the opening as well. I mean, this is one that I used to wear and have in my work bag actually when I was doing sports coaching. It wasn't the right scent for that because it was a hot day like today. But people would notice it. It's loud and in your face. So, you know, when you're paying under £10, and it is, I think it's about £8-9. You might have to pay a little bit more now that everything's gone up in price. But something that pretty much smells the same, but certainly more, you know, a little bit more aggressive. It's great. You know, Amen's like £42-43 these days. And to be honest, look, I think this one's better in the support role of that one, so you don't have to carry the Amen with you. But to be honest, because of how expensive Amen has got, you know, it is, I tend to just buy this one in its own right. I think it's one that, you know, as long as you like that scent DNA of Amen, this can definitely replace that. If you're thinking, oh, I want to get a few more scents in my collection, I kind of bought this one thinking, you know, I want to try some other scents as well, and I just like this one in my collection because of that unique smell. And it's that nice milky chocolate sort of fragrance, very mass pleasing. A lot of people have said good comments about this one, people of different ages, different backgrounds. And to be honest, I've been wearing, obviously I tend to wear sports attire, and it's always been popular, even in that clothing. I think if the scent smells good, it sometimes doesn't matter. We do, and obviously I'm prone to doing this as well. I talk about versatility a lot in fragrances, and obviously there's certain occasions I wouldn't want to wear leather with sporty stuff, but if you smell good, it doesn't normally matter to a lot of people. They'll say good things. If they like the smell, don't worry too much about what you're wearing. People will still gravitate towards you, and I've certainly found that with this fragrance. What we'll do, we'll head back and then we'll do a final spray off for today and see if Rhubarb Eclat can hold the throne for this first round, this first day of the tournament. We are back. Yeah, workout is done today. Another 42,000 steps in the bag, but more importantly, it's time to do another spray off. So as you can tell, I've been very much enjoying this one today. It did kind of wear off at the gym after about an hour. I did notice it when I got there, and I sort of felt when people walking by me, because I'm on a treadmill where people kind of walk by all the time, pretty certain a couple of people would have noticed it, because it did feel pretty strong. But it did wear off, and obviously on the way back, I will Cupid Prestige Classic. But this is the fragrance that is still in the competition, and I'm going to randomly pick a fragrance out of here for it to compete against. I don't want to pick it. I know I'm trying to feel the ones that are definitely not the Zara Bogost Vibrant Leather. What's that one? Bentley Infinite Intense. Okay, so whatever happens, we will talk about that one in a minute. It's time to do the final spray off of today's sort of series. This is going to be essentially that we'll see which is the ultimate spray off king. A bit annoying though that the bowl broke on this one. Yeah, it's all rattly. It's not metal, that is plastic, annoyingly, but it's still a very nice fragrance. So are we ready? Can it beat Rhubarb Eclat and take the crown for today? 3, 2, 1. It's very close. I've let it sit a little bit longer, and that one has come through. So there hasn't been one that's currently stayed on so far, which I'm quite surprised. I have to say, I thought Bogost Vibrant Leather or Rhubarb Eclat potentially would have had a bit more staying power, but it's Bentley Infinite Intense. I'm actually going to wear this one for today. So if you don't know Bentley Infinite Intense, obviously it doesn't get the same hype as Bentley for Men Intense, Bentley for Men Absolute. I think it's really underrated. I first had this years ago. My dad bought it for me. I wore it in my first reception job when I was about 20, 21 years old. Didn't really like it at first. You've got to be someone who's into fragrances, I think, to really like this one to start with. But it's very nice. It's really nice. It's almost been compared a little bit to like a Terre d'Hermes. It's because of this sort of pepperiness, this spiciness in it. But where that one, Terre d'Hermes, goes into more of like a earthy orange type smell, this one's a bit more green. It's a bit more barbershop-like and a little bit more serious, I would say. I feel like Terre d'Hermes you can wear through most of the year. I've worn it at the gym. This one I wouldn't. It's a lot heavier. It's a bit more smoky as well, I would say, compared to the Terre d'Hermes. But it's really good. For the price you can get it, £22, £23, I think it's a pretty unique scent. And you do smell like a man. You smell like a gentleman. And for those sort of office smart casual attires, I think this is brilliant. It's not seductive. It's nothing like that. It's not alluring. But it's a man's fragrance. It does smell like something that a car fragrance, a car brand should be doing. And I really like it for that reason. So we are finishing the video with this one. We started today with a pineapple scent. We've now ended up with like a spicy green fragrance. But Bentley Infinite Intense is going to be in the next video. So what I'll do another one probably in a couple of days' time. You'll see that one. We'll just keep this series going for as long as we can, because I know a lot of you wanted to see Sprouse, so we will do some Sprouse as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching today. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and yeah, I'm going to enjoy wearing this spray a bit more. I'll catch you later.